Abusia enra da dwumadie bi kɔ ewa Santemantemu ha President John Dramani Mahama epa eye adwumawura program hontoma it is expected say over 10,000 Ghanaian youth ane benya adwuma annually na dwumadie a President pa hontoma ana Honorable Ayempin ayensu anu mrahye bedwani eche na adwen afa won say yekodidi abusia Kuku. This is the same old programs are NPP amanyuko no edigu akwan a. The question is NDC amanyuko no research ehun de abekwa akoduru and how sustainable it is. Saying say e wasn't ka ban no mpo ede eye fans no ema private business owners any diguma rather than eye dwumadi a ye beti agum ama party chairmans ni mumpanyimfo akofo momrante kwa free pesua so abechis Kennedy kwa in just this 4 years ye hu results bia or say we don't need less than 100 factories in Ghana to employ the same youth John Dramani Mahama apa dwumadie ho say ode mo adwuma no say just name changing the same NPP amanyuko aya bepemune jebre.
Honorable IEP, let me bring you in.
Well, I don't support those ideas. The NPP did it. Young entrepreneurship programs, planting for food and jobs. I want the leaders of this country, both NPP and NDC, to convince me of any country that has been able to survive on such programs. I did part of my education in India. That is where I saw them doing that on agriculture. I'm talking about doing peasant farming. Government is taking huge sums of money to support individuals in their businesses, whether it be the agribusiness or whatever. And the type of monitoring, I'm happy you asked how is government monitoring this. The type of monitoring and supervision that the Indian government, their culture and the laws that protect them, we don't have them in this country. Me, I will prefer that this country goes the South Korea way. This country go to the American way. Which is, look at the huge money that they've mentioned. You can look at a nice gentleman like that and say, look, we are going to assist you with $50 million to establish this commercial farm so that you recruit those that is referred to as unemployed.
Right.
Than giving the money to the young person. Now, I was expecting President Mahama's government to research into what we did in terms of planting for food, of which fertilizer and seeds are given to young guy farmers, and say, go into agriculture. Where are they? Where is the money? What's the return? But if you establish one commercial farmer, he go and ask the health minister, Akando, and he will tell you the number of people he has employed in his rice cultivation and processing and marketing of rice. He's one of the best or biggest rice farmers in this country. I have a cousin who is doing poultry, Ransboat. If you go to Ransboat farm, he has more than 100,000 birds. And the number of people that he has employed, if you have given the money that he used to establish his poultry farm to those people that he has employed, that you take 5 chicks, you take 6, we take 7. But now, we didn't have even gotten one single bird to lay eggs for us. So I believe in commercial farming. Look, this time if you drive around, you see people standing by the road looking for transport to work. Metro Mass is no more existing. If we look at a gentleman like this, he said, look, we want to help you to establish intra-city bus system. Government is giving you 1,000 buses.
Yeah, manage it.
Manage it.
And employ
the people, service those who are standing by the road not getting vehicles. And we are putting 10% interest on the money that we use to purchase the buses. Pay with the interest. Government can get the money back from the individual or the organization that will do that than looking at buying vehicles for individuals tomorrow. You can't even trace them.
You feel the NDC is making a similar mistake to what you made?
That is what I am trying to say. Look, what he is describing is just name changing. The name of the program has been changed. It's the same program that we started. This is a young entrepreneurship, whatever, the ES, and you can call them. Such programs are for how do you call it? It's not for capitalists. It can't grow this country. Russia and co, who started these programs, they've stopped. Now go to Russia. You see businessmen. I traveled to Moscow some time back. They encourage people to establish factories, businesses, and employ the young ones. Groom them. Some of them, after some time, will also go and establish their own businesses. We are throwing money away.
Most of these young people, actually, they've never even managed a business.
Exactly. The experience is not there. Get the people, let them establish big businesses, support them, give them the money. Those who have collateral should bring them so that you can channel the money through banks.
You know, during election, we always hear the campaign messages, it makes it juicy, so the people vote for you according to your campaign.
Is that not the same thing? If I campaign that, I'll get a job for you. And then when I become president or I form government and I go to banks like Absa, like Greek Bank, like Ghana, GCB Bank, I go to the bank. Government have given this money to the bank. Instead of 30% interest, the bank is giving you at 5% interest. Establish business, employ these 1,000 people for me. Some of the people that we are going to recruit are our party people. And at the end of the day, we can't chase them for the money. They may take the money as a gift. Once I've worked for the party to win power.
But they say it's a grant. That's what grant is a gift.
It's a gift. So how can't... And you see, giving the grant to them, they will take it as a gift, all right. But it will not show any dividend. So why can't we give that grant? If you want the 65 party people, my brother here is a party person. If you give him that money to establish a business and employ the party people, that is more sustainable than asking him to go and bring 10 people from his constituency or his village to be giving that money. Scatter the money. The capital is so small that he can't do anything meaningful. And at the end of the day, the person will come empty-handed. He has squandered the money, nothing to show. That to give the money to him in bulk, establish the business, the 10 people you are bringing, go and employ them. And pay back. At the end of the day, government will get the money back, even if it is grant.
That's true.
You can still get the money back. If it is grant, don't put any percentage on it. Just put service charge, give the money and say it is grant, but we are taking it back so that another person also benefits. Look, we need not less than 100 factories in this country to employ the youth that are roaming about. You can get one commercial farmer who can employ more than 1 million. Go to what Dangote is doing in Nigeria. Can you tell me the number of people that he has employed? Let's come to Ghana and see our own Zoom Lion. If we position him well and help him and guide him to pay the workers well, don't pretend to pay them. I'm told he's giving these Zoom Lion cleaners 250 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You see,
but that's an agreement
when I was a student, my uncle was a contractor with Barclays, today Absa. And anytime on vacation, I go to work with him. When Barclays or Absa, when they give you contract, you write, before the contract will be signed, they will ask you to tell them how much you are going to pay the workers who are going to work for them. From your company. And they agree with you. Are you going to pay them 1,000 Ghana cedis every month? You put it into the agreement. Because they don't want you to pretend paying them so that they will give you the money and they will not get the work done properly. Because if you don't pay the person well, the work will not be done well. So I'm expecting government to sit down with Zoom Lion and say that we want the people to clean, not to be seen to be cleaning. So how much are we giving you? What percentage are you taking as overheads and how much you are giving to them as salary? And government must be concerned. What is the basic salary today? And how much is
a little bit of diversion?
No, it's the same thing.
No, I'm just saying that with regards to Zoom Lion, I just want to clear it. So Zoom Lion has come out to let us know that the amount of money is being paid to these workers is an agreement between themselves and
that percentage that go to the workers must be enhanced.
Yes.
It is too small.
So from what they are saying, they agreed on that amount for the
So
workers.
government should go back to Zoom Lion
exactly.
and review that agreement. But still going back to my point, I still stand by that. My brother, we will continue to do this and it will not help this country. Look, those people that we think we are helping by giving them money, we are not helping them. If indeed we want to help them, give the money to you. Established company, dressmaking or a company, dressmaking company, and employ the people.
We all had things that
Honorable, no, no, but what Honorable Ipe is saying is true.
that is very
Experience is
well.
the best
You see,
teacher
we don't
because that is
mix
what
the
we
things
work.
up. What Honorable Ipe is saying is true, but we don't mix them up. Talking about farming and big farmers, commercial is true. But if you check, look, if you look at those who really feed the people are not the commercial farmers.
Because we haven't turned our eyes.
No, I'm coming.
If you want to divert and say that this time around, we don't want to concentrate on peasant farming. We are going on commercial farming. So commercial farmers will be established, and then you recruit the peasant farmer to work in your farm. In America, 5% of Americans are farmers. Their population is about 600 and something. We are 30 something, and we can't even say that. Because we are not enhanced commercial farming. That is why you think peasant farmers are feeding us. Okay. But indeed, if we want to do commercial farming, at the end of the day, nobody will even try to be a peasant.
All right,
you see, and the commercial farming he's talking about, you see, you know Ejura farms.
Yes.
You know how huge Ejura farms were in those days. My mother even started working with Ejura farms.
You are not getting my point.
No, I'm coming.
Interrupt you. I'm not saying government has no business. Ejura farming is government. What I'm saying is that government should go and look for the money, give it to the businessman. The business.
I just wanted to cite that.
Ejura farming is a government. It's a GOD farm. And it didn't work because government was operating. Metromas has failed because government is operating Metromas. If STC is not working because government is operating STC, government should give the financing to a private individual to operate.
Okay.
Sell STC, sell Metromas, and see whether it will not work.
So typical example is the train. I just want to get it so that the viewers will also understand. Typical example is where we have these persons that he mentioned. A typical example, caveman watches, horseman shoes, those people. Rather empower them than saying to them that come and train the young ones. Empower them to be able to employ the young ones.
These people, the thing that they import from China, Dubai, and others, if you empower them, they can manufacture them in this country. Then they will recruit the young.
So that's what you're saying. Okay.
This is a program targeted at the youth to solve a problem.
Okay.
Solve it permanently. It's not about politicizing. You've made your point.
Please let him make his point.
The commercial fund, the big business people or the entrepreneurs, you're saying the government should give them some amount to expand their business. It's another program by itself. Nowhere in the world that you neglect the youth in terms of employment and developing their skill and the vocations they've developed by themselves.
That is not what I'm saying.
Because I'm making an analysis. I'm making the analysis.
Let him make his
point. I'm getting my point.
Yes, that's it.
I didn't say they should neglect the youth.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is that when you employ the youth, the young person in your factory, you groom him, you pay him, you at the end of the day, he can also get up, get his another. But the way we give money to these young guys, it doesn't help them.
No, you see, that is what I'm saying. You see, the big people are there, those who create the big things for exports and whatnot. I agree that as we sit, the best thing for Ghana to do now is agriculture and agri-processing, for which we have amply demonstrated and said that even our 24-hour economy is going to go mainly on agri-processing. We've talked about it over and over again. What the Jumara program seeks to do is to enable young people who have got skills, be they technical or whatever, to be able to build their own businesses. It's no more going to be business as usual. They are going to be monitored.
NPP didn't work. You have done it before when your previous Mahama one didn't work.
Okay.
Wait a minute, my sister, just a minute. You know our colleague Honorable Odum. When Nigeria want to cease importation of rice, they came for Odum, a Ghanaian and a former MP. They sent him to Nigeria. He told them, look, we can't stop importation of rice by giving rice seeds to young for going into your family. You know what they did? He got with Dangote, is that the name?
Dangote.
Dangote. And they established commercial rice farming from planting to processing. Today, Nigeria has this importation of rice, and the man behind it is our own Honorable Odum. So how can't we do the same in this?
No one is saying that should not be done.
Give him the opportunity to
Yes, no one is saying that should not be done. Government should. Already there are programs that support big commercial farmers and big entrepreneurs across. We have the AGI and so on. They have their own, they'll be meeting government. Government programs have always been married to whatever they want to do and so on. So for me, it's not about that. It is about a teeming youth who get up and they say that they have nothing to do, who go to do mining, illegal mining for the big boys. They don't do that for themselves. They do this illegal mining. They are giving 100, 200 Ghana and so on. And they can best use their skills when they are established and assisted to form their own growing businesses. That even it can be a kind of mentor for other youth who are in that community and so on. We don't leave everything to the big business people. We'll be growing at a rate that we'll be seeing that the top is going while downward, we are suffering from there. You must guide the youth along. There's no way in the world that you can do program without inculcating into the youth the need for them to build on their own skills. When you look at the giants across the world, they started most of their garages, their business in a garage or in a small tree under the starter, and they grew big depending on when they are growing, the support systems that are there to assist the fellow to grow, including building an infrastructure that will support the fellow and so on, including infrastructure like electricity, water, and all those. And these are infrastructure that is needed to take off these young businesses. You can also kill their skills, their innovations, because you want to send all the money to the big people. Some may fail along the line, but some too will come out as giants in future. If we neglect them today because some of these programs failed yesterday, and we don't learn from our history, we will not know where we'll be going tomorrow.